Hey y'all, welcome back to What's Next with Nita. I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back now and I got a story. So, just to catch you up, I decided to, focus this channel on just more like lifestyle stuff. Definitely with my home and just whatever's going on with me. So, in the spirit of that, I want to talk about how I actually got my home. So want to hear a story? Here it goes. So back in 2020, like literally 3 months into the pandemic, no, 2 months into the pandemic, I'm like, okay, it's time for me to look for a home. I had, in my mind, I always wanted to I had been wanting to buy a home. And I was living with my mom at the moment. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it. I'm not gonna get caught up in the whole like pandemic thing. I'm just gonna look for a home. Gonna buy my crib. So for like 2 months, basically May and June, I was looking for a home. I had a realtor, and I was going out looking at different houses, condos, and I was just not finding anything that like checked off everything on my list. And then I remember in June, I found a condo. I was like, okay, this is the one. Looking back, it wasn't the one, but because my condo now is way better. But when I found it, I'm like, this is the one. I could see myself living here. It was in the burbs, even though I really didn't want to live in the burbs. But I'm like, you know what? If that is where God is leading me, then I'm gonna go. So found a condo, and the day that I was looking at it, basically somebody else came and looked at it, and sure enough, they put a bid in. I put a bid in, and I lost. Right. So like for 2 months, it was the up and down. It was a roller coaster. I was like emotionally drained. I did not know how emotional I was gonna get looking for a home. I'm just thinking it's gonna be easy peasy, like almost like buying a car. Like, okay, going to the car dealership, you see the car that you want, and you good. No, getting a home is not that easy. Like all the financial stuff was good, but it was like the actual finding of a home. So I was like I got so exhausted after 2 months. I'm just like, you know what? I cannot do this anymore. I'm going to give up. So I'm like, I'm not going to look at any more homes. So for the month of July, I did not physically go look at any more homes. I'm like, I'm still look on like my Redfin app on my phone, but I'm not going to look at any homes physically. I'm taking a break. I'm taking a rest because I just need to relax from looking at homes. So I just gave it a rest. And honestly, y'all, in me giving taking my little vacation from home searching, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna live with my mom for the rest of 2020. I was cool with that. And I'm like, I'll touch back on house hunting in 2021, but I need to rest and regroup. So I'm like, I'm cool. I'm gonna stay at my mama crib for the rest of the year. I'm good living in my room. And we gonna see what just happened. So y'all, for that whole month of July, I did not physically go look at any homes, and I was really just turned off by just house hunting in general. Like I was over it, completely over it. So then I also felt like God was just telling me like, just chill out. I'm gonna take care of you. I didn't know when it was gonna happen, but I'm like, whatever, God. Whenever you want me to have my home, that's when I'll get my home. But until then, I'm just gonna be chill. So y'all, literally like a month later, I remember having a conversation with a friend. He was talking about real estate. He was like, just telling me like, get back into it. It's gonna be okay. Just get your crib. So y'all, this all happened in one day. I had that conversation with him, and I remember going home, and I went back on my app, just scrolling on Redfin, and then literally this townhome popped up in a suburb. So I'm like, okay, in a suburb that I wasn't even looking at where I live at, I'm like, ain't nothing in that town. I'm not even gonna, check it out. But I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna go with it. So I literally get in my car and I go and drive over to the townhouse just to like check out the little area. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty decent. Would have never known that it was homes over here. So I'm like, oh, I got to get a real estate agent again because I basically let the one go that I had. So ended up reaching out to another real estate agent and I told her, what I was looking for, what I had found a home that I wanted to check out. And then I also ended up finding, well, another place popped up, a condo, which is the condo I live in now. That popped up too. So I'm like, all right, cool. I want to see these two places. Let's set it up. So she set it up to go look at them that weekend. So I think this was all like maybe like a Friday or Thursday. I can't remember. It was so long ago. But I just know that weekend, that Saturday, I think we went to go look at the property. So the day that we were supposed to go look at the townhouse, I kid y'all not, the townhouse literally disappeared off the market. And I'm like, okay, this is crazy. But the condo was still available. So she was like, well, let's go look at the condo. Even go to the townhouse. We'll figure out what's going on with the townhouse. But let's go look at the condo. So I go look at the condo. We come inside the property, walk through it, and y'all, for the first time, this was the only property that I felt like I don't have to do anything to it. Like I could move in. Yeah, it was like some cosmetic stuff, like I could paint the walls, but this was the first place that I actually felt like, dang, I can make this my home. So not only did it feel like I could make it my home, but the price was good. It was within my price range. It had the in-unit washer and dryer because that was a non-negotiable for me. Dishwasher, balcony, had those things. And it was 2 bedrooms. And it just had some just ice on the cake. It had the bathroom and the master bedroom. Like everything was just perfect size. It had a hallway because y'all, I was like gung-ho on having like a hallway. I didn't want like my condo to feel like an apartment. I wanted it to kind of have that elongated condo feel. Like you got to travel to go from room to room. So it just like, it was perfect. So after looking at the condo, I was still kind of like, I don't know if I want to, put an offer in. And my real estate agent ended up sending me a message like, you want to put in an offer? And so I just was like, yes. Scared, but I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do it. So we put in an offer and I didn't go any higher or lower than I just gave them exactly what the asking price was. So she put that offer in, y'all, and literally within a week, they accepted my offer. So I went from 2 months of house hunting with no just success to literally within like a week span, a home popping up on my Redfin, getting the real estate agent, looking at the property, loving the property, and then putting an offer in, and they accepted it. Like no, it was no competitors. It was just literally for me, and I really truly believe like God gave me this home. Like even to this day, here I am. I've been living here. It'll be 2 years in October, and I still get amazed at my place that God blessed me with, like such an amazing place. Like I love my condo. It's just like little things about it I just feel appreciative about. Like I look around like, oh, I just can't believe I live here. Like can't believe I have my own home. Like just little things. Like, so I'm gonna give y'all an example. So I wanted the in-unit washer and dryer. I literally did not care if it was in a laundry room or anything. I just wanted my washer and my dryer to be in my home. Like it just had to be in my home. I wanted to wash and dry my clothes in my house while watching TV or doing whatever I want to do. If I fall asleep, whatever, I want it in my house. But I just feel like God kind of like gave me the ice on the cake by putting it in a laundry room. Like I have a whole room and it has so much. I have so much cabinet space and shelf space and closet space, like just extra space. I have space that I probably don't even need up in my condo, but I'm just so grateful. And I just feel like this is like a act of just following God, like when he tells you to rest, because my efforts was not getting me nowhere. Like I was just getting exhausted, just looking every every weekend, every week, going to look at properties, and just nothing was just making sense to me. Just nothing felt right. It was always one thing or the other, but I just felt like God was leading me into a place of rest. And I feel like sometimes we just have to rest from things. Like I literally did not go look at any properties for a whole month, and literally 1 month later, all within 1 week, the property just pops up. And I even believe like that townhouse, even though that was the first property that I saw, I just feel like that was kind of like the intro. Like, all right, like God, like, all right, I'm gonna show you something, but this is what I really have for you. Because I probably wouldn't have went for the condo initially, because when I looked at it online, I was like, it's okay. I'm not really impressed. But in my head, I was like, I got the townhome as the backup. That's what I really want. But I was like, GP, I wouldn't have went for the condo. Like I wouldn't have been pressed to really go see it. So it's like I had to kind of be pulled into it. And I believe sometimes God will just kind of like ease you into things. But yeah, just it's a story of just like just resting in God. That's the ultimate story. Like resting in God, knowing that he has something for you, like, and just knowing he gonna hook it up, and he's gonna give you the desires of your heart. It's just, like I said, it's just little things. Like I really wanted my condo to have a hallway, and I was finding no place. Everything just felt very apartment like. I wanted my central, air and heat. It's just little things, like even the space. Like it's just, when I say my condo is literally perfect for me, of course there's some things that I want to renovate, but it's literally perfect. The area is perfect. Like it's a condo community. It's safe over here. It's peaceful. It's quiet. Like just my little, when I'm done going to work or being out hanging out, get to come home to my place of peace, and my home is peaceful. Like that was a big thing for me. Like I just wanted a peaceful home. But yeah, just God has really blessed me with this place. So just, if you are looking for a home right now, or, trusting God for anything, just know that if you're waiting, or if you feel like he's telling you to rest, just rest. Like, because he's going to come through. Because that's all he do is come through. So thanks for watching. I hope this story blesses you, inspires you, gives you peace, encourages you to rest. Thanks for watching. If this is your first time watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe if you're rocking with the content. Yeah, join the fam. Like, let me know in the comments, is there anything you waiting on God to do, or just did he perform a miracle in your life and you want to share it? Let's just talk about it. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Peace.